Hello and welcome to my little bookish corner of the internet. My name is Harriet. Today is the start of possibly a 2-day vlog. I'm not certain. I feel like it's going to take me 2 days to collect enough footage to actually put together a decent vlog for you because I am at work both days, but both days I finish at 12:30. So today I finished at 12:30 and that was absolutely lovely. I'm going to stop here because I feel like the sun is going to get in my eyes if we're going further. But yeah, it's just going to be a little reading vlog. I'm going to take you on a walk that I'm going on today. I'm actually going to go and sit on a a mound of gravel to read a little bit. I'm going to talk through the books that I'm currently reading at the moment as well. But yeah, I just figured it would be really nice for you to come along with me. I'm not going to have a lot of time to film, so vlogs are maybe going to be something that I do a lot more of, and also book reviews. I'm really going to try hard to do more book reviews because that is literally what I want my channel to be. I've been thinking a lot about my channel recently and the fact that I just need to be, I don't know, like super honest with what I'm reading and how I feel about books. I feel like sometimes we can fall into the pressure of, oh, someone really liked this book, so I should probably like it as well. I really don't want to do that. I want to be honest about how I feel about books, and I also want to curate my reading tastes and just read books that I feel like I'm going to enjoy, whether that's in my comfort zone or not. I always kind of have a feeling before I start a book whether I'm going to enjoy it or not if I'm just reading it because it's popular. So I'm going to read some popular books sometimes, but most of the time it's going to be very me. I want it to all be very me and very typical Harriet books that I'm reading. I'll show you what I'm currently reading. Sorry, I really went off on one then. Yeah, I'll talk through what I am currently reading, and I will also show you kind of some of the wonderful, beautiful scenery that we have around here, and I hope that you enjoy. Okay, so right there is where I plan to sit. The forest is kind of over that way. There is also a chair here, but I'm really not going to sit on that. And then if I swing you around, that is going to be my view. Yeah, I'm just going to sit right here and show you what I'm currently reading. So I've got my little bag of books just here, and the first book that I'm going to show you is Words on My Matter by Ursula Le Guin. This is that other non-fiction book that I mentioned in, I think it was my wrap-up or my TBR, maybe both. Where am I in this? So I'm on page 81. I started this yesterday, so it's going very well, and this is just a collection of kind of speeches, conversations, book reviews, just different talks that Le Guin has given based on writing and other wonderful things. I think that her opinion pieces are incredible and really fun to read, and you know, I'm trying to read more non-fiction as well. So yeah, that is the first book that I have on the go. And the next book is Leviathan by Rosie Andrews. This is a beautiful edition, so I do actually have a bookmark. Hurrah! Where am I? Oh, I stopped randomly in the middle of a chapter. That's really annoying. Okay, so I'm on page 54, and this is super interesting. So it's like a fantasy. It's reminding me a bit of Dracula, the way that it is set out. So we're following this young man, and his father is kind of going through some stuff to do with a woman who's been accused of witchcraft, and his sister's also going through some stuff as well. That's all I know so far, but there's supposed to be like a dark force at bay. So I'm reading that, and I'm also reading another book. Things have been very chaotic. Okay, the other book is on my Kindle, and it's this one, The Crowns of Croswold by D.E. Knight. I got sent this on NetGalley, which I've never used before, but someone messaged me and was like, hey, do you want to try this book? It's a children's fantasy novel that has been kind of referenced to Harry Potter. People saying it's very similar. I have found some similarities so far, but not too many. But saying that, I'm only on chapter 4. I can't tell you the page number because it's doing that annoying thing where I don't know, but I am 16% of the way in. So yeah, it's a really easy read so far. I've actually found it very fun and I'm really enjoying it, and it's reminding me a little bit more of the Pinch of Magic series, which I've been enjoying by Michelle Harrison, as opposed to Harry Potter. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to sit here for a little bit and read a little bit, and I'm going to take you with me. as far as I remember, this tree grows apples on it when it is apple season. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember loads of apples being all along kind of this floor area. This path always makes me feel like I'm going into a fairy garden or something. It's so beautiful. The blossoms everywhere. So gorgeous. Hello, so it is the next day. I actually had a really bad headache last night, so I had to go and sleep it off, and I still had a headache when I woke up, which is even worse, so I haven't actually been able to read much more than what I did yesterday. I finished the Crowns of Croswold book and I really enjoyed it. I liked the concepts that were in there, and I liked the idea of this magic system. We're basically following a young girl called Ivy who is orphaned, and she doesn't realise that she is actually capable of magic. The magic system that is in this book is very unusual, very cool. It's based upon like stones, and there's different kinds of magic. It was actually a little bit complex for a children's book, and I feel like the dialogue was so young that it didn't really mix in with this really complicated and interesting magic system, if that makes sense. It was just a bit strange. It didn't make sense to me. I did really enjoy it, but it just didn't really do much for me. The characters I found really hard to connect to just because they were written so young, even though they were supposed to be around like 16. So I actually ended up giving it a 3-star rating. I'm very grateful they got sent to me, but yeah, I don't feel too strongly about it either way. It was, you know, it was all right. But yeah, anyway, I finished that book and then I read a bit more of the Leviathan, and I've read quite a lot more of Words of My Matter by Ursula Wynn, and that book is incredible. That author's just way of describing the world is so close to how I feel at this kind of moment in time. The way she's talking about books and literature, and it's just incredible. So I will do more of an in-depth review at some point, but I'm just checking in with you to let you know that it is a new day and I've just eaten some lunch. I'm going to sit in the garden and read for a little bit, but I did go to the charity shop and I picked up some books, so I'm just going to show you those. So these books, it's a series of 4 that I've never read before, and they were all 50p each, so I figured I'd pick them up. They're in really good condition. It's the Beautiful Creatures series by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. I haven't heard too much about this, but I do know that a lot of people say it's very like Twilight era, and I was Twilight girl when I was a teenager. I kind of still am now. So I'm excited to try all of these, and I got all 4 books for £2, which is just crazy cheap. So I got those, and then the reason that I was near the charity shop is actually because I went to renew my library card. Now, I've not been part of a library for many, many years, so I had a lot of questions, but I am officially a holder of a Cambridgeshire Libraries card, yay! So I can use apps like Libby, I can go online and kind of order books into my local library to then pick them up and read, and I'm just super happy. I've been thinking about joining the library or rejoining it for a little while now, and it's something that I'm really looking forward to taking full advantage of. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave you now. I'm going to read for a little bit, and then I'll check in with you on how I've got on with the books over the last 2 days. Okay, so I've had enough of sitting outside now. The sun has made me super sleepy, so honestly I'm going to talk about these books and then I'm probably going to have a nap. So this is coming to the end of the vlog now, but I'm going to talk through how I've been feeling about the books that I've been reading. So the one that I've been reading today is The Leviathan by Rosie Andrews. I am on page 106 and there are 307 pages in this book. So I'm getting there, about a third of the way through. This book is set in the time of the English Civil War, and we're following our main character as he's trying to figure out what on earth is going on with his dad and this woman who's supposedly a witch. There's also some like weird stuff going on with his sister. Now, I did mention earlier that this is reminding me a little bit of Dracula, and that's just in the fact that this young woman is acting very weirdly, acting like she's almost possessed, and this young man is trying to figure out, you know, what is going on. So it's giving me Dracula vibes, but it is
really good so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I don't really want to put it down apart from the fact that I need a nap, otherwise I would read a bit more of it, but it's just super interesting. There's a lot of kind of tension and weird things going on. I don't think I've got to the root of the story yet, so I'm excited to see where it takes me. And then the next book I haven't actually read any more of today, but I did read a bit of it yesterday, and that is Words Are Why Matter by Ursula Le Guin. So I mentioned this again earlier. I just absolutely love the way that Le Guin writes, the way that she spoke, and to have this in like a little hardback edition is just so precious, and I'm really enjoying reading it. I'm over halfway through this now, so I feel like I'm going to finish it pretty soon, and it's nice to be reading a non-fiction that I don't want to put down, because usually non-fiction, you know, sometimes it's a bit dry. This definitely isn't. It's got some of Le Guin's humour in there and a lot of her values, which I really respect and enjoy. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me for this kind of reading update vlog, channel update vlog. I hope that you've really enjoyed it. I know I've had a great time filming it, and it's been nice to do this after work. It's kind of like a bit of downtime for me. But yeah, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!